don't really know 100% what to say, but I want to share more of my life. I want to record more. I want to document more. And I think what I'm doing now is pretty interesting. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is something most people will never experience. And this is something I should truly only experience once. The reason I say that is at the moment I'm in my girlfriend's hometown, and I've met my girlfriend. We've been dating for a little over 15 months. Nobody's counting, but it's the first girlfriend I've ever had where I put a monthly like reminder on my calendar so that I know when we're hitting our month, our like uh, day of the month when we have our monthly anniversary. And so I can wish it to her because I really, really care about her and I see a future with her. And so we have another month until we hit a year and a half. And I really see a future with her. I've seen it with very quickly. It's the quickest relationship I've ever gotten into where I like was sure of it and I wanted to get into it. When I say that, I asked her to date me on the third date. I've never asked anybody to do that before. Um, anyway, the reason I'm saying all this is I am in her hometown now, visiting and meeting her family, which is a very, very big deal in Vietnam. The traditions here when you meet family are strong. There's something unique about it. And the reason why I wanted to film this is I wanted to talk about that and share it with you. Unfortunately, I'm not pulling the camera out and recording everything because I think it'd be a little awkward. I mean, it's already awkward that the experience that's happening, it's already a little bit awkward for myself, but also if I can tell when it is for other people. Also, I'm in a military town. A lot of people from the north moved here, and there's a lot of military bases. The military bases, they took, the Vietnamese essentially took over when the Americans left. And so there's a lot of northern dialect here, even though it's in the south. The city is Bien Hoa. It's near Saigon, maybe an hour, hour and a half out of Saigon. And so my girlfriend's father is former military. And then all these other families are military or police. So, for example, tonight, I'm supposed to meet everyone in the family, like everyone in the family. It's proper. You're also supposed to drink with them. It almost honestly feels like some kind of like mafia thing when you sit down with everyone and you gotta actually have a drink with them. But it's just culture. It's just them being like, friendly, but also it's the thing you need to do. You need to connect over alcohol. And so yesterday was a really big party. It was the Det holiday party, it's the biggest holiday that Vietnam celebrates. And people actually take off work for 2 weeks. Companies close down for weeks. Okay? It's kind of like Christmas in the United States, except Christmas might only be a week. I mean, people in America barely get off for holidays, like barely have any sick days. And in Vietnam, there's so much more freedom than that. And people go back to their hometowns during the time off from work. And so my girlfriend will come back to her hometown just like everyone else will, and they'll stay there for 2 weeks, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes maybe a little bit less, but usually everyone throughout Vietnam goes back to their hometown to be with family during Tet. And so every year, my girlfriend will come back to her hometown, and this year she brought me. It's a big deal. I'm meeting all the family. There was a large party last night, and I got to meet everyone. I also had somebody being very kind who spoke English, and he's telling me what I need to do. He's like, you need to walk over there and you need to do a toast at the table where everyone's sitting down and tell them luck for the luck for the good year, give them good wishes. And then essentially you ask for their approval in you dating, the girl that I'm dating now. And there's been a lot of conversations with the parents, essentially like the first 2 days I was here. Now it's the fourth day, but the first 2 days I was here, it was just like interrogations every time I talked to them. And the father was concerned, right? Like he's going to introduce me to the whole family. And he's like, if you're not going to be with her forever, I'm about to introduce you to the whole family, it's really not going to go over too well. And I could understand that because the culture here and like having, him be responsible, like for introducing me to the whole family, it's a very big deal. And so, for example, tonight, one of the guys couldn't make it last night, So he came over here specifically with two other guys that were there last night to bring over gifts for that, but also to meet me. And the reason I could tell is, we all sat down. They called me out of the room because I was in the back of the house, and I could see them there. And then they were pouring like shots of alcohol, and then they rearranged seats so that guy would be sit closer to me. And then we did a few shots. Maybe it was 10 minutes, maybe even less than 10 minutes, and then they ended up leaving. And I was trying to have some conversation with him to ask him what he did, and he's a cop, and he's also in university or something. Maybe he's studying to become another level of cop. My girlfriend wasn't there to translate, so it was just a lot of Vietnamese, taking shots and eating snacks at the table while you're taking some shots, and then they left. And so, my what I need to do is do that with the entire family. So I got to meet everyone at the party last night. Got to meet him. If there's anyone else I haven't met, I'll probably meet them. The father has also invited me to meet his parents in his hometown, because I have met the whole mother side of the family last night, and he wants me to meet his side of the family. So it's a really big deal. I just wanted to share that. It's a very unique experience. I wish I could show you a little bit more of it with the video, but I just feel like it's not right to take my camera out and film some of those moments. It's a really genuine, true life experience, and I want to experience it. I don't want to have my phone out. I don't want to be recording it. But I hopefully some of these words sound interesting or help you understand the culture a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know. I am obviously doing this unique experience, and I only will be experiencing it once. But I'm totally up for sharing more or anything about any of the questions you got. See ya.